Sorry, guys. Just trying to get you adjusted here. All right. All right. Good morning. Frugal Rodeo Mom here. How are you this morning? So, we have hit a milestone in the week. We are on the downhill slide of the week. Yay, hooray. It is Thursday. We are in our groove. We are working to wrap up the week strong. So, I just thought that this was a good thing to put on a day like today. It's too heavy for a Friday, too heavy for a Monday, but Thursday I thought this topic was great. Now, guys, just so you know, over in my free Facebook group, I was talking this morning about the difference between, I gave a solid good definition between being frugal and being cheap. As Frugal Rodeo Mom, so here's the thing, guys, is I've known that I've done this my whole life. This is how I know this, and I've done things to learn. So I'm just trying to put the easy button on it for you. But this is stuff that I've done my whole life. So this is what makes me qualified to talk to you about this. I just didn't know it had a label until I came up with my own label on it. I just was living my life and I had people start asking me questions, and I just realized that this is a topic that I know a lot about because I do it. I practice it every day. All right. So get on over to my VIP Facebook group. That is the link to that is in the description of whatever video you're watching. But my topic today is how to create a monthly budget and stick to it. Guys, this is probably the hardest thing for people to do ever. I'm going to tell you one reason why. Because they think in their mind, I can't live on a budget. That means I won't get to do any fun. I won't get to do this. I won't get to do that. You know, they go to the scarcity mindset when they have to live on a budget, when they have to start budgeting things in. They start thinking of all the things that they're not going to have instead of all the things that they do have. And they don't think about, they're thinking about what they're giving up. They're not thinking about the fact that they're taking control of their money, and they are going to redirect it to where they want it to go. So think about that for a minute. But here are three, and I think I have one little bonus thing that I'm just going to kind of slide in there. Here are three big things that I did when I started doing a budget. Now, I went through Dave Ramsey. If you guys have all gone through Dave Ramsey, you know who he is. He's a good tool to have, okay? Good tool to have. I feel his practices are great. I've just tweaked it a little bit for myself, and I started a little different than what he recommended we start. It's similar, but not the same, okay? So here's the thing. Start where you are. So many people think that they have to have so much in the savings account before they can start being frugal. Not true. Not true. Just start where you are. Just make the conscious choice that starting with this paycheck or with this week, this day of this week, that you are going to get a handle on your finances. You are going to know exactly what's coming in and what's going out. All right. So that's my tip number 2. Gather all the information. Really document for 1 month. Really document what's coming in and what's going out every month. You can sit down, you can go through past bank statements. That's how I did it. I kind of did the quick version of it. I took not the month that I was currently on, so I wouldn't do like August, but I took, say, July's bank statement, and I went through every transaction that went through the account. And this is my third one. Write down every one of those amounts in a category. Write it down. Put it under groceries, gas station expenses, entertainment. You know, that's where Dave Ramsey really helped me, is he kind of helped me put labels on things so I could figure out what category things were in. And then I had a miscellaneous. Much to my shock, the miscellaneous list was this long. The other things were this long. I'm exaggerating, yes, but think about on a piece of paper. My miscellaneous list was this huge. The actual stuff that I was needing to spend money on was this big. Okay. So think about that when you're doing that. And I think you will be surprised. You may look at yourself and be like, what in the name of life am I doing? And it's going to be a little time for you to reflect on what you've spent your money on and where your money's been going and how much money you could save. I totaled up all that miscellaneous and I took it to my husband and I said, if we would just cut half of these out, we could save so many hundreds of dollars. Yes, hundreds of dollars. Those $5 charges kill you and add up quickly because, $5, $5, $5, $5. Well, anymore, it's $10. You can't get anything for $10. Hell, a candy bar almost costs $5 anymore. So, but anyway, just think about that. Now, the other little tip, after you've written all of these down and you know exactly where everything is going, cancel all your unwanted subscriptions. Get them out of there. Do not go into the next month knowing that those subscriptions are coming out and you're not using them. You can always go add them back later on if there's going to be something that you're going to use. But if you have all these subscriptions that you're not using, cancel them. Cut down your cable bill. Do all of that stuff. Just start figuring out where you can skimp, where you can save. We watch TV this much of the time. The rest of the time we're outside or we're doing stuff around the house. We watch TV this much of the time. Now, in the wintertime, it might go to this much of the time because it's not light out long and it's cold. So we're in the house more. But so it might be this way much in the winter, but in the summer, it's this much of the time. That's how much time we use. So just think about that. That is a good way. It's a good start off point. And then start making a budget, but be realistic about your budget. You're not going to not go and do some of those things. You're not going to quit. Like if going out for supper one night a week and having a date night or whatever you want to call it, if that's your jam, do it. You're not going to cut that stuff out. You're not going to just quit, but just really look at it and figure out where you can cut corners. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you both tomorrow or see you all tomorrow. Have an amazing